Hi guys, it's Avery with my sister Mackenzie again. For this week's movement exploration, I'm choosing to do scientific solutions on page 146, which is just working with a partner, find as many possibilities to balance together as you can. We're going to demonstrate this and then afterwards come back and talk about what made the balances work and what made them not work if they don't end up working. And then I will talk about the neurological brain processes that were happening as we were doing this. Play. Let's start with one more time. Okay. You have to strong this. I'm trying. But we can balance. So this move I did in contemporary law with separate partners. Lean on my arms. There you go. Wow, you're balancing. Okay, let's do our backs. That's fine. Okay, ready? Let's stand up. So just literally push against me as hard as you can. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. Okay, if you can also balance like this. Oh my god. Do like a handstand on my thigh, where you like handstand, I grab your legs. Just try that. Go, just try. I don't really know how I was going into that. But it kind of works. Let's do like a, you're the boy, I'm the girl. Just hold me. Okay, let's see. What ways can you think of how we can balance it? Sure. How do you do that? Why are you? Okay, that's more of me holding you, not balancing. So how about we like wrap our legs? We each get a leg, but do the opposite leg. Our legs together and like bend like this. We're pulling across so we're balancing. I don't know. That kind of works. Okay, so we're back. We just finished our embodiment section and now we're going to talk about the movements that work, what made them work, and why they didn't work, because some of them did not work. I feel like we had to have a lot of communicating. We had to talk to each other what we were going to do. This is actually the second take of the video we did. So in the first time, especially for the first part when we were like rocking back and forth, neither of us, we didn't know what we were doing. So we just like fell on top of each other. But once we communicated that we were going to have like our weight together, and when we shifted, we would get picked up by one another, bouncing, and the other one where we had our legs on the same plane and our arms were crossed over, connecting to each other, and then we pulled back. And then when we decided that it was easy for us to like sit in a chair, kind of like think of our body sitting in a chair versus just pulling back, that was easy for us to balance. What do you think, Mackenzie?
In that it takes both sides of reliance to be able to balance. It can't just be one.
Yeah,
you'll fall.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing in
like
the communication. Fish. Yeah, or even just feeling your bodies together. You have to have that connection to balance with each other, because balance is such a fragile thing, and so when you're relying on someone else to help you balance, you really have to have that connection and communication, and you really have to be in tune with each other. For the ones that didn't work, I would say it's because we just lacked the communication
and skill.
Yeah, some of the things we're trying, we haven't practiced before. Also, maybe we just weren't strong enough to try some of the things that we were doing. But I would say that the communication was the biggest thing. So yeah. As far as some of the neurological processes that were happening, I would definitely say reflection. There's a passage that I highlighted on page 146 in the brain network paragraph. It says, in the absence of new experiences, the brain replays experiences from the past. And as soon as we hit play, I definitely found myself doing that. I was going back to past classes that I had where I worked with partnering and balancing, and I was drawing from those experiences to try and find new ways to balance. So it says here too, reflection involves many of the neural processes discussed previously: memory formation, recall, chunking, consolidation, and reconsolidation of memories. I definitely feel like my brain was using that in this process. Also, I feel like my brain released the neurotransmitter dopamine upon finding a successful solution, because, like I said before, that was the second take, and we had to do a little bit of problem solving to find the ways that our bodies could balance together and to work together to have those successful balances. And I could feel the dopamine and the pleasure and being able to execute the balance the way that I planned it. On the problem solving topic, on page 142 in the brain network paragraph, it says that the prefrontal region of the frontal lobes, in coordination with other brain areas, work with reasoning, memory, task flexibility, and problem solving. And I feel like that part of my brain was active, again, because I was problem solving. Again, on page 139, it says, solving problems requires activity in both cerebral hemispheres, but the path to solutions lies through the corpus callosum. So I feel like all of those parts of my brain were active. I was doing quite a bit of problem solving for this embodying movement collaboration of the left and right brain hemisphere. So yeah.